Alright, so I have made a little more progress on this Minimates diorama. Man, I really don't even remember where I was at last. I think the windows were done, the top windows. What I've done since then is painted the frame of the storefront window, and I got this. It's not fitted exactly the right size, but it will be. And this is just spray painted. You know, all of the black is the blister pack, the bubble, the part of the action figure, the clear part of the action figure packaging, and I just cut it and pretty much glued them. So this isn't hollowed out. This is just glued on top of the door. Same thing with those two. These two. This is the only one that you can take out. And this is going to be one of those situations where it's going to be, I'm going to, you know, have this window or what have you, and also want to have it set up so I can, I want to do this explosion that I've had in my mind for a while, coming out of that window, and I'm going to use the 24 Minimates, Jack Bauer and the 24 character Minimates for that. Minimates, excuse me, 24 debuts, the season debuts on Monday, so it is Saturday. I need to finish this up and finish up that effect, because I want to have those pictures ready by Monday, or some pictures ready by Monday. What I'm also going to do is, this is the, this comes with, I think, first appearance of Spider-Man Marvel Legends, I believe. And so I had it hung up, you know, where my action figures were at, and I would just kind of, I don't know, I was looking for just some action figures for a photo shoot, and I was like, yeah, you know what, not for nothing, but this billboard seems like it's way too small for Marvel Legends. Do I have any Legends? I don't have any Legends, but it just seems like it's, you know, it is too small for Marvel Legends, and I thought it would be perfect scale for the Minimates. So what I'm gonna do is actually hang this up there, and I'm also gonna put like a little ladder, you know, up high, and that's how the people who need to change the advertisement on the billboards, that's how they climb. Usually it's a ladder that's a little bit higher up, so you can't just get it by jumping, but you'd have to pull the truck up to it to climb up and change the advertisement. So that's where I'm at, man. I still want to do some kind of banister here. I don't even know if it's called a banister when it's outside. I don't know. Just the something so that, you know, you can, when you're going up the stairs, you can hold on to. This is kind of sloppy, so I'm gonna put like a piece of wood there. And so that should make that look better. And I don't know, a couple other things. I mean, I'm gonna do as much as I can. More than anything, I just want to get that photo shot, or the photo shoot, and get that shot that I've had in mind. You know, again with the 24 Minimates. But I still want to do a couple other details. And you know, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna, most of the scraps that I get from whenever I create dioramas is, the scraps are usually smaller pieces like this, and this is probably 9 inches tall. This is the taller one. This is not a scrap piece. You know, this is a 11 inches, 12 inches from where it rests. So this is a scrap piece, and this was, so my original idea was this piece, and I was gonna put another 12 incher and just do another corner dial, and then I didn't have a 12 inches, so I said, you know what, let me just do a Minimates dial. So most of the time when I have scrap foam board, it's of this size. So I think what I'll do is I'll just keep adding this and make it a city, a little bit of a city, just over time, you know. Maybe go a little higher and do a rooftop. I don't know, I'll do something, add some stuff. But yeah, so besides putting the billboard up there, I want to hook up some parking lines. You know, again, there's a lot of the bigger cities, or not, you know, I don't even know. I don't go to smaller cities, but a lot of the big cities kind of have those markers of where, you know, kind of designated the space of each car so that people aren't stupidly parking as they normally do, or sometimes they do. yeah, so this is where I'm at. Hopefully the next video or the next segment of this video will be the finished product, and then I can put it up on YouTube and, you know, make it the part 2 of this my very first Minimates diorama. Alright, y'all, and I am out. And you know what? Now I meant to say, the last time Cartoon 22, who's the overall always has some positive stuff to say, and whenever he does have anything that's constructive, it's always in a positive light. He always has you know, good feedback, and so he had mentioned possibly maybe doing a bench, some parking meters. So I'm definitely gonna look into, at the very least, the bench. The parking meter may be a little more difficult, as I would have to find something. I would have to find something that kind of looks like that, or create something, but make it look realistic enough. But it's kind of small, so the bench I know I can work on. So yeah, if anybody ever has any ideas, and especially when it's kind of a work in progress type video, feel free to leave it in the comments section, man. I am not above getting some good ideas, and I've said it plenty of times where I'll be like, this idea came from Henry, and that idea, you know, it's a great community where we can kind of get inspired by what each of us are doing. And a lot of times some other dial maker may do something that looks really cool, and I definitely you know, not only because it looks cool, but to pay homage to such a great idea, a lot of times I'll replicate it. Alright, y'all, to the next one. Peace. Alright, man, so Oklahoma's playing the Clippers. It's gonna be a pretty good series. But yeah, before I take apart this quick you know what, before I take it apart, I wanted to kind of give you guys a background on how I got everything together. So this will be kind of the secondary part of this dial, and I don't know if I'm going to do a completely finished one, because I have to stop this, as I have a couple of commissions on deck, so I need to put this behind me for a little bit. So this just I'm gonna put this video out though, but this will serve as a progress of this diorama. So I've had this shot in mind for a while, where I wanted I had just gotten this 4-pack of 24, and I wanted let me put the volume down. I wanted to have a shot using all 4 of the characters, and so I have it set up here that there's an explosion, and they're kind of flying through the air, but they're just attached. Everybody's attached pretty much to the twist ties that come with the action figures that tie them to the bubble or whatever. I use those. So anyway, I'm gonna take it apart either which way. But so I just kind of had that between this jacket, and this is actually President Palmer from the 2024, or 24 in 2007. That's what I meant to say. So we got Jack is also held up by wire, but I believe that's Jack's daughter. If I move her, he's gonna fall to the right. So anyway, so he was actually, you know, kind of had that holding him up, but it was hard to get it balanced, so I just kind of had her underneath to help out with that. And I was just able to stick this between the sidewalk and the street, so no real damage. And I actually had her as well, so it looked like she was tripping, which I thought was kind of a cool, and same deal. Looks like I damaged a little bit, but a little bit of black. And she just had this inside her, I wrapped it around the inside of her leg. So yeah, so the progress on this dial is, I painted the white line. Now the purpose of the white line is, you know, in a lot of places, it kind of sets as a guide of where you're going to park. So I painted that, and I do have to fix it a little bit there. I kind of put some stains, although I have to go back and put some more like oil stains. And this was also held up kind of by that. That was the red light. That was one of those headlamp, and I had it on red. And yeah, and then I had created this. So this is the cap of a spray paint, or in this case it was the acrylic that I used for this. So this was the top. So I used that as a base, and then I just kind of took some cottons or kind of the cotton balls and just glue gun them, one by one. And then when I finished doing that, I spray painted it in yellow. Then I came back with an orange and then a red. And in black, you can't see the black that well because the black that I have sprays too thick, and this is kind of a fairly small, so if I spray it, it'll just be either too dark or too much in one area. So when I finally airbrush this entire dial, I'll be able to work on this piece and make it look a little bit better. So yeah, just I'm able to stick that in the window. I also have just kind of the blacked out window. I'm not gonna put it perfect, but so yeah, so I think, oh, and I hung this up. Forgot about that. I was really kind of trying to figure out how this was gonna work, and I was gonna magnetize it at first, but the magnet, although it was as thick as the sign, there was another layer of plastic inside that I didn't think I was gonna be able to set the magnet in. So I decided to just glue this. So I glued it with a tacky glue and the glue gun as well. But the good thing about this is that the lights do come off. So when I do store it, I'm able to take the lights off and put those somewhere so they don't snap off. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, so the next step is again like a ladder. I want to do kind of like a little cover here, and something so that people can not fall, not bust ass when they're going down the stairs. So some sort of banister or something. And again, I'm still debating, because I was going to use the 1-inch foam board just to kind of angle it off, but it seemed too thick. And then I was going to use this foam board. It seemed too thin, so I might end up using the thicker one that I use for the 6-inch figure sidewalks, and go that route. So I might just end up doing that. But yeah, it's just a kind of a work in progress, and I'm gonna stop for now and go back to it eventually and get these 2 new dials out the way, which are gonna be kind of one of them is gonna be yeah, you know what, I'm not going to talk about it. I ain't talking about it, I'm going to be about it. The video will be out soon. Alright, y'all. Peace.